Do you have any, have you had any disciplinary measures taken against you? The idea that they're withholding all information, not just the information of a personal nature, that deeply concerns me.
One of the largest police departments in Louisville is operating almost entirely in secret. So secret, you might not realize officers are there.
In this week's Sunday edition, WDRB's Travis Ragsdale investigates why police officers at the airport are shielded from any public scrutiny. It's a story you'll see only on WDRB.
Thousands of people pass through here every day. Inside Louisville's airport, an agency with more than 40 officers keeps the peace, but it's shrouded in secrecy. Their leader was a man named Jim Sohan, touted by the airport for his law enforcement experience when he was hired in 2013. But Sohan is suddenly no longer employed at the airport, nor is one of his top captains, Matt Coulter, and no one will explain why. In February, WDRB News began requesting information about a possible investigation involving airport police. Since then, the airport authority has denied multiple open records requests, even basic information about Sohan, Coulter, and the department as a whole. It's unclear what the investigation is about or who is involved, because the airport refuses to answer any questions about it. WDRB tried asking newly hired Executive Director Dan Mann about the issue at a recent board meeting, but
if it's a personnel issue, I don't have any comments on personnel issues.
Airport Authority Board Chairman Jim Welch, along with several board members, also declined to answer any questions.
The airport police are kind of allowed to operate fully in secret, and that's very troubling.
Michael Abati, a First Amendment lawyer, says that's unlike any other police department in the Commonwealth.
Things ranging from, name and rank, salary information, all sorts of details about the individual.
Those are available for most police officers.
You could also get relatively detailed information if there had been disciplinary actions or complaints involving that officer. Any final personnel action or termination or resignation letter.
But that's not the case at the airport.
The rules are a little different for airport police officers because there's a feature of the Kentucky Open Records Law that allows an agency to withhold information that federal law or regulation says must be kept secret.
The Airport Authority, which is a public agency, argues that anything in a personnel file or any information about an investigation is sensitive security information under federal law.
It seems to me that that's a very overbroad regulation that the federal government has handed down.
The airport is using a 2002 opinion from the Office of Kentucky's Attorney General to defend keeping the information secret.
A lot of things were kind of in turmoil in that period, and there had obviously just recently been changes to the federal laws to tighten up on security.
Amy Bensonhaver, a former Assistant Attorney General and now at the Bluegrass Institute, wrote that opinion.
The idea that they're withholding all information, not just the information of a personal nature that would obviously constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy, but things regarding the individual's qualifications to hold that position, that deeply concerns me. Have you had any disciplinary measures taken against you? Have you had any complaints filed against you? Those are the kinds of things that traditionally have been no problem with public employees to access.
She now questions whether her opinion is being used in the right way.
I think probably in 2002, and I say this apologetically, it was an overbroad interpretation of the statute, but we'll have to see, if the AG takes a second look at it.
Which WDRB News has now asked the Attorney General to do by challenging the airport authority's repeated denials for information.
It's very important for the public to understand how their police departments are run, and if there are disciplinary actions, if there is wrongdoing within a public agency.
It just seems like there's a value to the public to have access to those records.
But other airports say they will release information that Louisville's airport won't. We explain why on WDRB.com, plus explain how much money is being spent on Louisville's airport police. Travis Ragsdale, WDRB News.